It's been an epic week of racing through spectacular Portuguese terrain, but we're not done yet. Welcome to the final day of the 2024 BP Ultimate Rally Raid. And so, the last test of this year's BP Ultimate and just 105 kilometres of competitive action left to run, finishing in the bivouac in Grandola. There's no question that Portugal and Spain has thrown everything at the riders for the last 5 days, but there was still a job to do today. Drop it now and all the hard work over the past week would be in vain. Adrian van Beveren has had a consistent week here in Portugal. It hasn't been without issues though. Day one cost him dear. Picking up multiple time penalties, he had to ride hard to get back in the fight. But he did just that, finishing in style, a stage win today and 5th overall in the rally. Antonio Maio on the Yamaha has certainly raised a few eyebrows this week. Taking the stage win yesterday, the local hero has been in the fight with the manufacturer teams here on his home turf. A spectacular effort, and Maio confirmed in 4th place overall here in Portugal. But he wasn't the only man the home crowd was cheering on. Bruno Santos, competing in the Rally 2 category, has been impeccable. Riding the Husqvarna machine, Santos not only took a convincing victory in Rally 2, but made it a double podium this weekend by finishing 3rd overall, beating Rally GP regulars and manufacturer back fights.
Yes, an incredible race. All the week, an amazing race, an amazing stages every day different. I'm very happy with this result. It's a privilege for me to be one of them and keep fighting like I fight every day here.
Second in Rally 2, but with Santos not competing in the W2RC Championship, that means South Africa's Bradley Cox takes maximum points for the Rally 2 series. While in Rally 3, it has been a family affair from the word go. The Amaral brothers fighting it out for victory, but the final spoils going to Gonçalo, just under 10 minutes ahead of his sibling Salvador. Back up at the business end and in the fight for the overall win, it has been Honda versus Hero here in Portugal. And after a great start to the year for the Indian manufacturer, Hero would have to settle for second this time, albeit a creditable one at the hands of Sebastian Müller. The German runner-up by just over 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, it was really nice to race in Portugal. It's incredible. Well, we know how the Portuguese fans are. And even during the week, the stage was full with people. So thanks to them also for pushing for us all the time.
And that just left Tosha Sharaina. It has been a completely faultless effort for the Spaniard. 3 stage wins, including the prologue. He has led the bike category overall from start to finish on the Honda. A dominating performance, Sharaina wins the BP Ultimate Rally Raid 2024.
Always the first victory is super special for me, and yeah, super special to be here in the final straight with taking the victory, and yeah, super happy for me, for the team. Big part of the team is from here in Portugal, so yeah, super happy.
So, after 5 hard days racing, this is how it all stacked up. Sharaina's final winning margin 4 minutes and 38 seconds from Müller, with Bruno Santos scoring an exceptional 3rd place ahead of Maio and Van Beveren. Which means Ross Branch, who finished 7th here in Portugal, continues to lead by 21 points from Van Beveren, with Dakar winner Ricky Brabeck slipping to 3rd. And in the manufacturer series, just 3 points separate Honda and Hero. 2 rounds remain. It's anyone's guess who'll come out on top. what a fight we have on our hands in Rally 2. Romain Dumontier now leads just 1 point clear of fellow Frenchman Jean-Louis Lepin, with Bradley Cox just 2 further back. And finally, in Rally 3, by default, Gonzalo Amaral leads by 5 points from his brother Salvador, with Pedro Bianchi Prata in third. In the quad category, we all look set to celebrate another victory for Argentina's Manuel Andújar, winning every stage and leading the rally right up until the penultimate test, when he suffered major damage and dropped 40 minutes. Another stage win today, but that crash means he has to settle for 4th overall. Instead, the spoils go to Kamil Wisniewski. While he wasn't able to match the pace of Andújar early on, what he was able to do was keep things stable, consistent and look after his Yamaha. Mechanical sympathy is 90% of the battle in Rally Raid, and for Wisniewski, his efforts have paid off. And so his final winning margin just under 6 minutes from Antanas Kanopkinas in second. A great effort from the Lithuanian, with Gaetan Martinez rounding out the top 3. All that means Andújar continues to lead the quad category while Kanopkinas moves up to second, 14 points adrift of the top spot. It's game on. It's a battle of the titans in the car categories. Championship leader Carlos Sainz versus Nasser Al-Attiyah in the fight for 2024 title honours. And while Carlos currently leads the championship, if Nasser can get the job done today, things will get very tight at the top. Into the stage then, and for Sainz it was not the best start. The Spaniard was on course to take 3rd place overall and stick that many on the podium, but he wasn't able to match the pace of those around him today and began to drop time. He eventually slid out of the top 3 and had to settle for 4th overall. Nonetheless, he remained upbeat.
It was a difficult rally, but positive, and I'm happy to make the race, to come here, to understand the Rally Portugal, and yeah, good experience.
And it was this man, Lucas Moraes, that grabbed that final podium spot at the final hour. By his own admission, Lucas will admit it wasn't the best start to the rally, but from stage 3 onwards, the Brazilian has been knocking on the door of top times, and today he did just that, opening up the taps to win the stage and plant himself on the podium, 3rd overall.
To be honest, what a fight. First of all, congrats to the whole organization to put this race together. I think it's really important for the World Championship to have a European round. And we did it. We won today, back to the podium after some struggles on the second stage. But no, happy to finish in third overall. Good points, and keep going.
Ahead of him came João Ferreira, the highest finishing Mini driver and the highest finishing Portuguese driver. He's had the support of the local crowd from the get-go and rewarded them with a phenomenal effort in the ultimate category. With nowhere near the same amount of experience as Nasser Al-Attiyah, Ferreira has impressed everyone this weekend.
I'm speechless, you know, all the emotions through this bit. The tension was really high, a lot of pressure from our side because we are the locals, let's say like this, but I think we managed quite well and I'm very happy. This is also my first race with a new partnership with Repsol, so I think we started the right foot.
And that just left Nasser Al-Attiyah. He is familiar with Portuguese territory, having competed successfully in the Baja Portalegre in the past, and that experience has paid off this year. Since taking the lead of the category on stage 2, the Qatari has not looked back. He is your ultimate class winner here in Portugal.
It was amazing rally. I hope we keep it for next year because it's very important and never we see like this spectator. Thanks for everyone. We are so happy. Yes, this is good.
Confirmation of Alatir's victory, just shy of 3 minutes clear of Ferreira, with Moraes nicking third to make it 3 different manufacturers on the podium. Carlos Sainz rounds out the top 4. All that means in the championship, Alatir now leads the charge with Sainz slipping to second, but he's only 12 points behind, with just 2 events remaining on this year's calendar. In the Challenger class, the fight was on for third place in this year's overall standings. Ricardo Perem, Alexandre Pinto and Nicolas Cavigliaso all separated by just over a minute. Cavigliaso in the Taurus was the outsider, coming into today in 5th place overall. But the Argentinian threw absolutely everything and more at this final 105 kilometres, and the risk paid off. He not only won the stage, but did enough to climb up the overall leaderboard to eventually finish third. Next came local hero Armindo Araujo. The former World Rally Championship regular was a welcome addition to this year's BP Ultimate Rally Raid event, and amongst stiff competition showed that he still has plenty of natural pace.
I'm really happy. The race was fantastic. It was my first event in the World Championship, so I finished 9 overall, second in the Challenger. So I'm really happy with this. So let's see the future.
But up at the front, and with all the hard work done already, came Łukasz Baciuszka. Winning stage 3 outright and leading overall since then, the Lithuanian did not need to push today. In fact, it was a veritable Sunday drive. 11th fastest in the stage, but no matter. The main thing was wrapping up the win, and that job has been ticked off.
Amazing Portuguese guys and amazing rally because it's kind of different what we driving, but yeah, it was more technical rally, but yeah, we are here, we finished first in our category, but yeah, thanks for all team, who helps, and yeah, two rounds more, and yeah, now we are keeping good and need to keep going like that.
So, confirmation that Baciuszka wins round 3 of the World Rally Raid Championship in the Challenger class. Armindo Araujo confirmed in second, with Cavigliaso beating Perem and Pinto to the final podium spot. Baciuszka now takes a commanding championship lead over America's Austin Jones, who needs to keep his eye on Cavigliaso. He's just 5 points further back. And that just left the competitors in the SSV class, and what a fight it has been this year. Multiple stage winners, and coming into this final day, João Monteiro versus Ricardo Ramilo, Portugal versus Spain. And from the outset, Ramilo had clearly not given up. He was absolutely flat out for the full 105 kilometres of today's special, and that was reflected in the stage time. Another win to add to his tally, but it wasn't enough to close the overall gap. He had to settle for second overall. Which meant that João Monteiro, who has controlled the class from the front since stage 1, takes the win here in Portugal. The local driver was desperate to get this job done on his home turf, and it is mission accomplished. He didn't back off today, finishing in style, only 46 seconds slower than Ramilo.
A victory is a victory, but on the Mondial race it's perfect. So I need to do thanks for our team, our sponsors, my family. I'm so happy.
There is confirmation of Monteiro's winning margin, over 13 minutes clear of Ramilo, with Rui Serpa in third. In the championship though, it is Yassir Saydan who continues to lead despite a fairly disastrous week here in Portugal. And with that, the 2024 BP Ultimate Rally Raid comes to a close. Congratulations to all the winners. Next up, we head to Argentina. So, until then, it's goodbye.
Really grateful and thankful.